Welcome to another video. Now this is a radio that's come bouncing back, and to be fair, this really very rarely happens, especially with hackers. Only if they get shaken about in the post sometimes. So this is a Sovereign 2 that I restored at Christmas for Tim. And couple things. Firstly, it can obviously be seen that it looks like our beloved couriers have broken the ferrite rod, because that's got a clean break just right on the clip there. So that's unfortunately had a whack in the post. So we'll see what I can do about that. I'll try and repair it. If I can't repair it, then I'll have to replace it. But it's unfortunate it does happen. Now I've got my my meter connected up to the battery tags. This is the milliamp meter, because it's basically drained these batteries in no time at all. Now, when this radio arrived today, it wasn't switched off, and I'm not sure whether the owner's actually doing the switch far enough. So let me just demonstrate that, because that's where the switch was when I opened it just now. So
what is inexcusable?
If we turn it further, it clicks. It's a definite audible click. Even if I turn the power supply off, you can hear. So if you just leave it there, that's not actually off. You've got to turn it round and click it. So maybe that hasn't happened, which has drained the batteries. There is another slight issue in that even at minimum volume, you can still hear it. That unfortunately is one of the quirks of some of these old pots. It's an original potentiometer in underneath there. I think it's 50k log pot on these, and with a bit of wear and tear, you get a bit of bleed through on minimum volume. It's just wear on the track, really. I will see if I can do anything about that. And very often replacing it with a brand new modern track doesn't cure that problem. I found the only 100% cure for it is to get a custom pot made. So what we wanted to determine really was, is this drawing any current in the off position, i.e. is there any bleed through that switch with it turned off, which is what I thought the issue was. But if we have a look down at my milliamp meter, in the off position, it's drawing absolutely nothing. So if I turn it on now, that's typical, my meter's turned off. So it's drawing 24 milliamps in FM. The book spec is 21, so it's about 3 over, which is neither here nor there. That's absolutely nothing. And in medium wave, long wave, it's drawing 17.4, and the book spec says 18. So you know, it's there. It's not drawing excess current, and when you turn it off, it is 100% switching it off. So there's no way that those batteries are pulling any current in the off position. But if it's just switched on its minimum, obviously you can see it is pulling current.
Something to happen.
But I'll give the pot another clean and see if I can get that any better. But it's unlikely. The only 100% cure would, as I say, be to put a custom pot in there. So that's where we are with it. I've got to sort the aerial out. I will check the setup on the amp, but I can remember doing this on camera, and it's absolutely spot on. But I will double check it just to make sure it's not moved. You know, with a bit of use, it could have moved a little bit. So we'll just double check the amplifier setup. So there we are. That's the initial overview. Got a couple jobs to do. What I'm going to do, try to sort the aerial, see if I can get that. I mean, it's quite nice that it's broken underneath this clip. And that is the long wire coil. So that would still work. Even with it broke, it would still work. But I'll get that fixed. And say if I can't fix it, I'm going to have to try and put a new rod in there. But let's see if we can fix it first. And I'm going to need to I'm going to have a go at this pot. I'm going to take it back out the chassis. I'm going to flush that pot through with some electrical cleaner. And I'm going to spray some fader lube in there, which is the preferred ingredient for these, apparently. There you are. Thanks for watching, and further update when it's all done.